Hello everyone, welcome to Conjunctions in Astrology. Ketu conjunct Saturn. What happens when you have Ketu, or the south node of the moon, in conjunction with Saturn in your chart? I have all the details on this video. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to sub below, and if the video is good for you, give it a thumbs up. Let's begin. First of all, everybody, what is a conjunction in astrology? You may think you have a conjunction of Ketu or the south node with Saturn, but you may not have. A conjunction in the ancient Vedic system is about planets being in the same sign together, because a sign equals a house. So, if two or more planets are in the same sign, no matter how far apart they are by degree, they are in conjunction. But if one planet is 29 degrees of one sign, let's say, and the other planet at 0 of the next sign, that's not a conjunction, even though they are only 1 degree apart in space, because they are in different signs, therefore different houses, with a completely different lord. Another point to consider is the nakshatra. If planets are in a different nakshatra but in the same sign, are they still forming conjunction? Most definitely they are, because the nakshatra just gives them an internal experience, but they're still in the same sign, they're still sharing the experience of that house, and they are still in a conjunction. So if Ketu south node is with Saturn in the same sidereal sign, you have a powerful conjunction in your chart. It's a Pitri dosh, actually. It contains very important karmas. It's a rare conjunction, just like Rahu, north node, conjunct Saturn. It's rarely found in people's birth chart. So, first of all, let's consider the individual energies involved. And who then is Ketu? Ketu is the south node of the moon, a disembodied or shadow planet. He is actually the bottom half or the body form of Swabhanu, the demon who was decapitated by Vishnu. The head is Rahu and the body is Ketu. But unlike Rahu, the head of the snake, who is the cause of our rebirth, Ketu is the cause of moksha. He takes us out of this material world. He gives us liberation. This means that metaphysically speaking, Ketu is actually walking in the opposite direction to all the other grahas, because they can keep us immersed in this material world. Even Guru Jupiter can make us proud of our knowledge, etc., etc. But for Ketu, he just will not give you anything but the truth of the situation. Ketu wipes away the scales of illusion from your eyes. He helps you to see this Maya for actually what it is. He therefore breaks the bonds of material desire. So for those who are spiritually inclined and truly desire liberation, Ketu is the greatest friend. But for those who are materially entangled, he is acting in a very malefic way. He will cause all sorts of loss, disillusion, and trouble in your life because of necessity. He does not want to get you more entangled with your desires. And who then is Saturn? Saturn is known as Shani in the Vedic system. He is the entity empowered to bring to us the results of our past karmas, particularly papa or sinful karmas. In this way, he brings into our life situations which cause us suffering, limitation, obstacles, delay, frustration, illness, debt, and loss. All these are coming because of our own past actions. They are often fated and are absolutely unavoidable. But at the same time, Saturn is always testing you for your patience, for your perseverance, application, and hard work. And when he rewards you, his rewards are the most permanent and long-lasting. So when we have Ketu together with Shani in your chart, for sure there is a certain limitation in your life wherever this is placed, because they are both malefics and they are both very much about causing us to lose our grip on this material world. Shani is showing us the sorrow of the world and Ketu is showing us the illusion. It's inevitably a great clash within yourself, because Ketu is all about the spiritual detachment to get free from this material Maya, but Saturn's going to bring you back those karmas that make you work hard, keep you here. Saturn gives you ambition depending on his sign. You want material success badly, but Ketu makes you dissatisfied with it even when you get it. There is a big split in your personality. What I've definitely seen, therefore, with this conjunction is that it's hard to get your foot on the career ladder early on in life. You're very unsure what you should do, lost of your direction very often. It's often going to happen, though, midlife. 40s, 50s onwards is when Ketu Shani can give the greatest success. Also, I've seen that a career that was previously something you wanted to do is completely disillusioning you by the time you actually reach midlife. So a dramatic change of career midlife is also seen. The core personality issue is that Ketu, of course, is not concerned about society, but Saturn is society. Saturn is about doing duty, working hard, getting good career, etc., etc. Ketu doesn't care about these things. He doesn't care about looking good, dressing well, status and success. So this can cause a great deal of difficulty for you finding true place in life. There's a real split inside you between material and spiritual. Sometimes you are all out for your spiritual life, not giving a fig about status, success, etc. And sometimes it's all about status in society, working hard, getting to the top. So this shift in between the two can, of necessity, cause you some distress. People with this conjunction like to be alone as well. You love to be on your own in nature or in some private meditative state, and you just love to study. You're an excellent researcher. You can study hard for hours and hours on your own. So this can actually help academic life. Conversely, but at the same time, your spiritual life should never be neglected. If you attempt to neglect spiritual side of your life, it will just burst through and demand attention. Ketu Shani makes you a very difficult person to understand. Even your partner, close friends, do not always understand you. You seem to shift between eccentric behavior and then conventional behavior. They don't know what to make of you. If there is affliction to this Ketu Shani, there can be an almost nihilistic attitude to life, a don't care attitude, where you're not concerned about society. There are no boundaries to your action. There can be drugs, smoking, alcohol addiction, all sorts of problems as you attempt to push away these material concerns. On the positive side, a very strong Saturn Ketu, especially when Saturn is strong by sign, gives enormous application, concentration. You can concentrate fully on any task at hand, and this can definitely give you success in many areas. You push aside all other concerns and focus totally. For those who want to renounce the world completely, there is no better conjunction than Ketu Shani that will give you the focus to turn your back on this material situation. For those who are not so inclined, which is most of us, then Ketu Shani will definitely give you insight into occult study, spiritual factors, and including astrology. In some cases, having Saturn and Ketu together can make you over-isolated from society, and this can actually have an adverse effect on your health sometimes. It's something to be aware of. We all need a certain amount of human interaction. And don't forget to watch your mood. An overly pessimistic attitude can also adversely affect your health. Skin, hair and nails are generally found to be affected also by this conjunction, particularly when there is transit to it or in Mahadasha period. Let's look at the sign placements now. Can I just note here that to satisfy both Ketu and Shani in any one sign is not going to happen. There's always going to be a case of Saturn being stronger or Ketu being stronger, and this having a really big impact. Let's start with the fire signs. In Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, Ketu is stronger generally, particularly in Sagittarius where he is exalted. Therefore, this combination in Sagittarius is generally good for your spiritual well-being, for your research intentions, for your academic life sometimes, and your ability to really understand philosophy, religion, etc. You can make great progress in all of these areas in this lifetime. You may neglect your career potential though because of this, with this combination in Sagittarius. By the way, it's a great combination for a teacher, somebody who is giving knowledge. Aries and Leo containing Saturn and Ketu makes difficulty with authority figures, even father figure, etc. Difficulty taking instruction from anybody. Ego becomes damaged in some way. You can have inferiority complex deeply if you think about it sometimes, but you have tremendous spiritual insight, wisdom, because Ketu is strong here. What you have to do is try to give equal time to your career ambitions and your spiritual life. Plod ahead slowly. Ketu Shani in these signs definitely gives late success in life. In Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn, the practicality and ambition focus of Shani is stronger. So Ketu's needs are still there, but you generally find a way to apply yourself to your goals. You can have great ambition and very good material success here, but once again, there will always be delay because of the nature of this conjunction. Give time to your spiritual life. It will always become a necessity for you. In the air signs of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, once again, it is Shani who is coming out on top, particularly Libra, where he is exalted, and Aquarius' own sign. In both Libra and Aquarius, you can have tremendous academic success, wisdom, and again, you could become excellent teacher. In Libra, Shani and Ketu are going to demand a lot in relationships. Ketu shows past life karmic situations coming back that actually demand a certain amount of sacrifice from yourself. The same goes for Aquarius. Sacrifice, though, here is for humanity, for the greater good. You have to give in this way, and if you can do this, you gain your greatest success. In Gemini, it's a very restless combination. So much travel in your life, but also going round in circles, not knowing what your true direction in life is. Try to have a little bit more patience, because in time, Shani will come on top here because he is a great friend to Mercury. In the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Ketu is much happier. The great spiritual wisdom, renunciation, purpose in life to do with metaphysical truth is all there. You have the most tremendous spiritual insight, closeness to God. You are able to communicate with higher realms. It's very favorable for this side of life, but your material life may suffer. You can become pessimistic, depressed, down at heart because of Saturn. Don't give up. Perseverance is a definite key for success in these signs. Let's discuss the houses now. When Shani and Ketu are together in the 1st, 4th, 7th, 10th, the Kendra houses, it's a very strong destiny factor, because you will also have Rahu in the opposite house, 3 malefics in Kendra. This is a Shrapic dosh, so you definitely want to check the playlist on my channel to understand the karmic destiny you have with this Rahu Ketu placement. The difficulties, though, are generally seen in your youth and your middle age. Generally, when you get to 36 plus and definitely 48 plus, so later in life, Shani Ketu can give you many rewards. So difficulties, setbacks, and a real feeling of being a little bit lost in life can be there, but the later rewards can be tremendous. In the 1st house, Shani and Ketu can definitely impact your confidence in yourself and also your health. The older that you get, the wiser you become and the more confident you become. But early in life, it can really affect you. You almost want to run away from society sometimes. It just gets too much. Watch your health. Skin, hair, nails, as I've just talked about, and also bones can be difficult. Shani Ketu in the 4th house shows a difficult upbringing, difficulties in your early home life, maybe bonding with your mother. She may be absent, or there may be difficulties with her. She may not be well herself. Sometimes she is a great source of strength to you, practical help in your life. It's hard for you to feel at home anywhere. It takes you a long time in life to really find the home and the home life which makes you feel secure. Shani Ketu in the 7th house gives this push-pull in terms of your relationships. You're intensely loyal, very much focused on finding a secure partnership in life. It means so much to you. Ketu here can bring back to you karmic factors, past life relationships with difficult situations which you have to go through again. But perseverance is the key here. Showing affection more, being more open about affection may be important to some of you too. Saturn Ketu in the 10th house, there can be a total loss of a career at some point in your life, a total turnaround, starting from the bottom again. But Saturn gives tremendous application, hard work. Ketu means you have to be selfless about this at all times. Difficulties with boss superior can also be seen. Saturn Ketu 2nd house can give separation from your family, early family. There can be difficult family problems, even loss of family wealth. Many misunderstandings can be there. Watch your speech as well. You can be overly harsh at times and really cause more misunderstandings than you really would like to be. This is not just with your family, but with everyone. Saturn Ketu 5th house can give difficulties having children or with your children. Bonding with one particular child may be affected. Past life mantras coming back to you. Past life spiritual knowledge, but you are reluctant to take this up. You should most surely do so. The same goes for Shani Ketu in the 9th house. You must always take the spiritual over the material, because past life wisdom, even mantra, is coming back to you. This knowledge is so deep in your soul. Don't forget that this can also show difficulties with authority figures like gurus and teachers and father as well. There may be loss in connection with all of these people in your life. But going abroad, going into foreign lands compels you, but will cause you some disturbance also. Even higher education can be disturbed. There can be a big break in it with this conjunction. Spiritual life, though, is of the utmost importance. Follow through in this, and Ketu will help you. In the 3rd house, 6th house, 11th house, Shani takes predominance and can give you success in life, wealth in life, but the spiritual side is always there. So even when you get success, 3rd, 6th, 11th house, you feel a certain emptiness inside, as though something is not right. It's Ketu calling to you, telling you to put emphasis onto your spiritual life. It's very important to do so. In addition to this, Ketu Shani in the 3rd house, sibling issues can be there. Difficult responsibilities have to be taken, and there can be loss in regard to siblings. Ketu Shani in the 6th house, health issues are there. Many difficult factors continually coming up to try you, but Saturn will bring you through these if you persevere and have patience, most definitely. He gives you endurance in this house. Conflict, enmity, lawsuits, you can do well actually working in legal career. You always come out on top of these issues. 11th house, monetary gain is most certainly there for you, but Ketu demands change in your life periodically. Sometimes you have to completely cut your losses, start again to have these material successes. Shani and Ketu in the 8th and 12th Dusthana houses are the most intense for your spiritual life. You have the most enormous spiritual wisdom with these two placements. You see through the veil of Maya. You truly do have the knowledge that can set you free. But will you use it? Shani makes you fearful. Shani in these houses gives many unconscious fears, phobias, difficulties, mental health problems that can hold you back in life. Try to remedy Jupiter in your life, making Jupiter stronger. This will surely help you if you have these positions. Also, Saturn makes you rather Spartan with this 8th house position. You are able to do with less whenever you need to in life, which is good because sometimes there can be major business hassles, ups and downs, which some of you have to go through. Problems also with your joint finances or with your spouse, but you're not so concerned about these. You are more concerned with these metaphysical aspects of your life. Same goes for 12th house. There can be so many expenses in your life, so many difficulties, practical factors that are draining the very energy out of you. Don't become fearful. Ketu has a way to help you here. Ketu will take you to the highest spiritual knowledge in this house. You have to let go of your fears. Most importantly, Don't be afraid to give yourself 100% to the spiritual wisdom within you. Shani in Ketu 12th house gives a very restless nature. Don't forget, Ketu is a wanderer in life. You have karmic situations to face, foreign lands. Sometimes these can be good, sometimes these can be more troubling. You have to see the whole chart. But most definitely, Ketu's direction is not going linear around the world. Ketu is going upwards to moksha. So you have to follow with your whole heart these spiritual inclinations to be happy with this placement. On your screen right now, check out the house positions of Rahu and Ketu to understand more about this Ketu-Shani conjunction. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to sub below. Goodbye for now, and God bless everyone.